Let's talk about
that. Stop. No. No, not true. No. That's it. That's the argument. No. This was crazy, bro.
You can give everyone here like a $50,000, especially people that are in the streets who are committing violent crimes consistently, a $50,000 check. It's not going to fix anything. It's not going to increase the median household income in the next 10 years by 10% or 20%. For example, we have the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. We prevented Chinese people from getting citizenship and even entering the country. We discriminated against them and basically put them under apartheid, even here in the United States. Yet they have the highest median household income. How is that possible? How come they don't complain and feel entitled consistently to beg for reparations and beg for this when they are killing each other 90% of the time, which is the rate that black people kill each other, according to the FBI?
Oh, young Matt.
Yet white people are the oppressors.
I'm not sure where your education came from, but they lied to you.
Stats don't lie.
She like, nope. Fake. That shit. Nope. No. Nope.
Statistics lie all the time. So let's start there, particularly when the statistics are coming from the sources that gain from the statistics being shown a different way. So if you're going to start your argument on stats don't lie, you've already lost the argument. They lie. They lie all the time. One, comparing Chinese people who are immigrants that made a choice to come to the United States and comparing the continued effort of black people to...
So the people, well, I don't even understand.
Ground themselves in a nation that continues to make impediments for them to show and live and exist in their true citizenship is a false equivalency.
I don't believe that happens at all. No one here is in.
Are you acting right now? Do you really believe
I'm telling
this?
the truth. There's no.
This is what happens when Twitter meets reality. This is exactly what happens, false equivalence. Well, the thing is that, I mean, again, none of the Chinese people that were oppressed under, the law of 1882 exist anymore. They're all dead. It's the same as every single black person that was a victim of slavery is dead too, at least in America. There's still slavery in other places of the world. But yeah, they're all dead. This is a dead issue. Like anybody that's living in this is like, it's not even that at all.
There's no systemic racism that I've experienced here in
What
America.
about the Japanese who U.S. put in the camps? Yeah, exactly. And that was in the 40s too. Well, to be fair, they did get reparations for that. And I think it's fair that they got reparations for that.
America. What system is racist? I think the only racism we've actually seen recently, systemic racism that we've seen, is the application of systemic racism against white people. The University of Western Washington, for example, has been trying to segregate dormitories, using black-only dormitories because black people feel safer amongst each other. But they're more likely to kill each other than white people are ever to kill them. That's just the truth. You have King Von rapping about killing other black men. Why should I think that the white man is the oppressor when black men are more likely to kill me?
Oh my God, this is scary. You need to think about me as your mama. Do not talk to me in that fashion. So let's check that now.
Okay.
It's crazy to me that, you know what this seems like to me? This is like a soundboard. It's like a soundboard of a dumb person that thinks that they're clever. It's like this is the kind of way that you would talk to somebody on the internet. But whenever it actually comes into like a public conversation, you realize how obnoxious and patronizing and self-defeating this type of rhetoric is. She's trying to belittle him. She's yeah, because she's stupid. That's the reason why.
Okay, so on a basic level, we have to understand that systemic racism is grounded in the realities that black people have not been considered an equal human being in this country since its onset. So there's simply no way,
not even today,
to make the argument that there isn't systemic racism. And we have seen
there's no way to make the argument because I said it's not true.
In very clear ways, the system operate in an organically racist way. Do not cut me off.
Yeah, sure. And so anyway, there's another person. See, and this is the problem that people like this have, like this young guy, is that he tries to be respectful and listen to other people's perspectives. With people like her, you can't do that. They're lying retards that don't care about the truth. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about any sort of objectivity. They don't care about anything other than pushing what they believe. That's it. And they want to bully and attack and criticize and demonize anybody that they disagree with. That's all there is to it. Look at the YouTube comments. They're insane. Okay. I will after this. Watch this one.
So why is that fair for people who never had slaves, who fought against slavery, to have to pay for people that had slaves?
One, from my understanding, you are more interested in preserving the fairness of those who didn't have slaves than the fairness of those who are the descendants of slaves. That is priority to you than finding a fair way to.
This is an optical argument. Again, this is what I'm saying, is people like this, they only think about how things sound, not what they are. It's all optics.
Accommodate those who have been the descendant of slaves.
Well, our ancestors wasn't asking for handouts. They were asking for equal opportunity. And we have equal opportunity in this country.
Oh, well, you don't want that. Uh-oh.
We had a black president, just in case you didn't know. We had a black president, and we had a black vice
Donald
president.
Trump.
I mean, I think she was black. They said she was black. I don't know. So we had a black president, and you know who voted for that black man? White people, because you can't win a popular election in this country without white people. So Barack Obama is the product of white people. So let's not get off this thing where, oh, America is so racist. What's making America so racist is people that continue to talk about racism and continue to focus on racism. And
no, he's right about this, is that people like her that they constantly push racism shit. And they constantly complain about everything. And the reason why, see, like, a lot of people don't understand the economy that this creates. The reason why people like her complain about racism is that it gets them attention and it makes people do what they want. And to the extent that they get attention and people capitulate to their demands whenever they cry about racism, well, then they're going to keep doing it because it works.
Instead of focusing on unity and bringing our country forward, people that have this liberal mindset are infecting.
Just a minute. Where's my spider? Oh, there he is. There he is. He moved. Okay, never mind. He's good.
Our communities, black people, and making.
Let me move back.
You to focus on racism instead of focusing on unity and bringing our country forward. People that are
these people don't want unity because unity means that their power structure doesn't exist anymore. Their entire apparatus of influence and authority comes from grievance. These people are professional problem havers. That's all they do. So they will never relinquish that because in doing so, they relinquish their power.
This liberal mindset are infecting our communities, black people, and making us victims and not victors. I refuse to embrace a victim mentality because that's not what our grandparents and Harriet Tubman and those people fought for. They fought for equal opportunity.
Do not bring up Harriet Tubman's name in vain, baby, please.
They said the Lord's name in vain. The Lord's name.
Harriet Tubman was literally saving her family and others from slavery.
Yeah. You know who helped her? White people.
You know who helped her?
Man. Fucking got him.
They were on the Underground Railroad.
No. You know who helped her?
Come on in.
No, you know who helped her?
God.
She goes, no. Every time, this is what I find is funny, is that every time somebody says something that makes, like, what she's saying just sound like bullshit, no.
And
people who benefit from white supremacy. One of the things that
Wait, what?
Underground Railroad.
No. You know who helped her?
Come on in.
You know who helped her?
God. And
people who benefit from white supremacy.
So people who helped Harriet Tubman in the Underground Railroad to rescue slaves did it because they benefited from white supremacy. Damn, bro, like, what? God damn, bro, you gotta put your brain in a microwave to figure that one out. For a while. Damn, what the fuck? That's wild. Damn.
One of the things
it's a lie. White supremacy is a lie.
No, sir, that's simply not true.
There's no such. I mean,
if that were not the case, then we wouldn't see the continued effort of colonialism and white people placing themselves in positions of power when they do not have the power.
Because their culture, black culture, is toxic.
Oh, she did not like that. She did not like that at all. Damn.
Culture is toxic. We have produced a culture that is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no fathers in the black home. Let's talk about that.
Stop. No. No, not true. No. That's it. That's the argument. No.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here and make up shit.
It's
not gonna work. No, a debate has to be in facts.
You're putting off emotional liberalism right now.
I am not putting off emotional liberalism. You're putting off unfounded lies based in conservatism.
Misinformation. Remember they did the misinformation thing all summer where everything conservative did. They said misinformation.
He's right. He's totally right about this. And this is the thing is like this guy is completely equipped to handle her in a way that the previous guy, he was too polite. He was too reasonable. This guy's dealt with bitches like this before. He's probably dealt with somebody like this for his whole life. He knows what the boss mechanics are. Yeah, he knows how to handle this shit. You just wrote it. Yeah, exactly, right?
Your neck of an apartheid nation that actively wants to harm black people and non-Jewish people. But let me bring it back. Let me bring it back.
Selling black people in Africa.
That was not happening in the context.
They did not do it. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. No, it was. Were there white people in Africa? What do you mean? Damn.
That you're saying.
No,
and they were selling
bring it back.
Black people still sell their own people today too. By
I don't know if I'm gonna last.
We're selling our own people today
I don't know
too.
if I'm gonna
you
last.
You probably won't last with me.
I won't because your ignorance is so overwhelming.
She go no.
Liberals, y'all start name calling when y'all get defeated in an argument.
You won't have an argument because you keep cutting me off.
Oh, well, that's fine if they don't let me come back up. I made my point.
You didn't make your point.
I made my point.
You haven't made your point. And let me just tell you about your point.
Yeah.
You started off saying, we believe in hard work.
Yeah.
And we believe in being compensated.
Reparations is not, though. Reparations is not hard work. It's stealing. It's Robin Hood.
You said you believe in hard work.
Yes.
And you believe in being compensated for hard work.
Yes.
But you didn't do anything. You didn't work or do anything. Like, what? Who? What do you mean?
Were slaves compensated for their work?
They weren't compensated for their work. But why should people who are sitting at home playing video games, smoking marijuana,
are you sitting at home playing a video game? Are you sitting at home playing a video game?
The people that they're wanting
Am
reparations
I sitting at home playing a video game? No.
It'd be better if you were. I'll tell you that. No, entitled loser. Yeah, exactly. And so anyway, yeah, it's real sad. It really is. Instead of bringing up the past, how about people address current ongoing issues that oppress people of color currently? Well, there's very rarely anything that actually systematically oppresses any group of people. Like, it's extremely uncommon. Like, you have racist police officers here and there, and there's, like, demographic advantages. Like, for example, if a certain demographic is a lot poorer or a lot richer, they're going to have access, on average, to more or less legal representation, for example. But that's not really something that's based off of race. That's something that's based off of income. And if you address the income thing, you solve it for all races. So there's very rarely anything that's actually negatively affecting like any specific race of people. And so, yeah, slavery ended in 1865. Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was. And it's all economic. Primarily it is. It is primarily economic. How many people out there do you think that think like she does? Oh, there's a lot of people that think like she does. But again, you have to understand that the reason why she thinks like she does and the reason why she advocates and talks like this is because people put up with it. Like, that's the reason why. Is that being an obnoxious, annoying person like this is something that it's very popular. It's very popular, and people put up with it. And as soon as people stop putting up with it, then it goes away. But the issue now is that people do put up with it because they're afraid to call it out.
So why is that fair?
And now you have people calling it out, and that's really what's changing. Do you think she believes what she's saying? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Another reason she thinks the way she does is because she doesn't think. Yeah, clearly. And yeah, anything that cuts someone short and deserves something based on talent and merit, race and gender is bad for society. Also happens to be racist. Yeah, I think so, of course. I mean, that's the way it is with anything. A lot of issues have historic roots, so history can be useful for understanding a problem. Going back to history for the solution is not the way. Historical solutions were horrible. I think you bring up a good point, yeah, is that a lot of historical problems, yeah, a lot of problems do emerge from history, but going back and trying to solve them that way doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think that definitely makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. And what about black soldiers, World War II? They can get a fair shake of the GI Bill when we're denied mortgages and the opportunity to buy property via federally sponsored redlining. I don't think anybody would deny that, like, for example, if there's a black person that's still alive that wasn't given the GI Bill because they were black, I don't think anybody would say that that person shouldn't get their money. Everybody would agree with that. I mean, I can't think of anybody that would be against that. So the problem is that this is the issue, is that it's the idea of generational reparations. That's why, for example, and like the reason why I say what I did is it's the same thing as the internment camps, for example. I think that it makes a lot of sense that if you can quantify the value that somebody has lost because of some sort of policy, then it should make sense that that person gets that money back. But that's not something that's necessarily race-based. That's like if somebody gets falsely imprisoned, they should get the money back for the time that they lost. This isn't necessarily a race-based decision. It's simply righting wrongs that were done systematically. And that's really what I'm talking about.